Welcome everyone. Welcome to episode 22 of the DullVile project. In this video we'll be fitting the exhaust pipe that I had to remove to do the rear brake. Then we'll go on its first test ride and I'm really looking forward to that. Here's the link pipe and here is where the exhaust can needs to go back on. I'm not going to prep this surface because I don't care. Here's the exhaust can I've chosen to fit. It's a Dominate R exhaust system, and as you can see it's still got lots and lots of nice greasy fingerprints from where I took it off. I'm going to leave those on. In order to add the end can to the link pipe, I simply slide it over. I winkle it a little tiny bit. Winkle, winkle, winkle. That's just lovely. I now use this really snotty sort of stainless steel Jubilee clip that doesn't come with stainless steel fasteners. So these rust in place. I'm not going to change that. Using a 10mm socket set to do up, I tighten this just slightly. Really pleased with that. Hang on, what's that? And there was a piece of wonderful cake, and I was well happy with that. Well, that was some delicious cake, and now I'm ready to install the end can hanger onto this footrest arm bracketry. You'll notice there's a rubber bush inside there and a bit of a gap. Now that gap is important. It stops the end can from hitting the axle bolts. So what I've found is a really scabby bit of aluminium that I won't bother to clean up because it won't match the rest of the machine. So this piece of aluminium fits in here nicely, and then I reached around in the back of my toolbox and found an equally scabby nut bolt with some partly damaged threads, and I thought that's just perfect. I'm really pleased with that. Using some spanners, I can do this up now. Now that that's been set, I can check the distance between the exhaust can and the rear bolts. Then finish off tightening up the clamps. I think that's ready for a test ride.
Nice. Okay, first test. Does it jump out of first gear? Nope. Test passed. Second test. What are the brakes like? Rear brake in 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, that locks up. Perfect. Okay, brake test on the front, nothing behind. Squeeze. The lever is in the wrong place. Overall impressions so far. There's a massive clattery clang in the front steering. We'll need to do something about that. Does it do skids? Yep. Bump starts nicely. How's the clutch? That'll do. So we've got skids sorted. We just need to do wheelies next. Maybe a wheel spin. I think it's going to struggle with those, and I'll be quite happy with that. It's got some nice little pops on the overrun. Acceleration test now, 30 to 60. And go! Yes! It did it! Clutchless gear changes. Who needs a quick shifter? Clutchless gear change, absolutely perfect. Does it change down clutchlessly? We'll check that in a second. Every race bike needs to take a clutchless downshift. Clutchless downshift. Oh, easy. Just snicks it. You don't even need a quick shifter. Just snicks into play there. Lovely. Absolutely perfect. Okay. And we're nicely up to speed again. Using all of that torque out of the roundabout. Front brakes are going to be plenty powerful enough once they've worn in. Okay, front brake test coming up. Can we lock the front tyre? Yes. That's as much brake as you need. Do it again. Yep. Brakes work. So the mighty DullVile. The exhaust is on there, so I'm pretty pleased with that. You can see how I've left some copper slip on the engine cases. That's just perfect. The brakes have been refurbished and they now work well enough to skid the front tyre. Maxxis 120/70. Ooh, a train. Maxxis is. And lots of red grease still left there. Lovely. We're missing a bolt here, so that's fine. And we've got the carbon option rear view mirrors there. They're looking good. So as a machine, it's absolutely amazing. You can see the inbuilt panniers, just what you need. And also the very first signs of some aero, active aero. These are actually aerofoil in shape to give that airflow over the top. Give you some increased downforce for when you're cornering really hard.
Well, I hope you liked this video where we tested the brakes and looked at the exhaust pipe. Follow me next time when we'll probably be doing something else. In the meantime, keep well.